Greetings, mortals. I am Discord Hydra, and I bid thee welcome. We are back with our Bash Challenge Barbarian. Last time, we defeated the Skeleton King, Leoric, and found the fallen meteor, the fallen star. She turned out to be a mysterious stranger who has no memories. So, outside of remembering he has a sword that we're gonna have to try and collect pieces of. As a reminder, my Paragon points are only into gold pickup radius and movement speed. And, yeah. We are only using Bash as our damaging skill. We just got Onslaught, so we get to check out and see how the, increased crit hit chance feels. Currently, our normal crit chance is 5%, so we can get up to a increased chance, critically hit for 3 seconds, so 15% chance. So, not too much at this point in time, but we'll see how much we see or don't see. Alrighty, so we're back out at the cemetery because we get to go this way. Past the gate and into the fields of misery. Alright, Moon Clan Impaler, the vile goatmen. They are here. Got some plague carriers and their nest. Excuse me. Alrighty. Just beating up some little plague carriers and their little nests. Interesting fact that I've noticed. If you leave them alive long enough, they do apparently die off after spawning a certain amount of critters, it seems. So, kind of a fun, interesting little aspect. What I did there was I did a little threatening shout to decrease how much damage the enemy does. I'll be mixing that in because, you know, threatening shout doesn't do any damage. It just has nice little beneficial effects. So, that's what we are working off of. And bada bing, bada boom. Killed ourselves a bunch of little plague-carrying bats. That's nice. We found some pants. Not worth my attention though. More plague carriers. Death to the little poisonous bats. Alrighty. So I did adjust the in-game volumes a little bit, so that hopefully you can hear the characters a little bit better over the combat and whatnot. Don't want to get charged by a savage beast there. That does do a mild little knockback, which can be a little annoying. But, yeah, let me know if the volumes is still good and whatnot. Because I, you know, dropped the music and the sound effects down just a smidge and boosted the character volume, so when they're speaking, hopefully you can hear them a little bit better overall, the combat. I'm not sure if, I don't think it was an issue in the previous videos all that much, but I just wanted to kind of adjust it, try and make it a little bit nicer, so please let me know how that sounds. Or anything once we get to the part where our character the characters decide to talk. We'll see how far we get today. We've been murdering got a lot of plague nests around here. The farmlands are not looking good with all this nasty little plague stuff going on. Oop, we got another savage beast. Barely avoided that. On higher difficulties, that charge can be fatal. So So it's really good to get in the habit of dodging it now, because yeah, otherwise it if you're not careful, that could one-shot you depending on the difficulty. Is that a... okay, no. Another plague nest or two. Just gonna harm. Is that a tree? We got a tree! We got a wood wraith! There we go. Down with the wood wraith real quick. Nice and easy. And a nice little icy stomp to kind of slow the enemy down quite a bit.
Someone is living here.
Stay away! There's nothing in here of use to you.
Bum bum bum. Tinker's Possessions. Wandering Tinker's Diary.
We should have known. The farmers left over a fortnight ago, and yet we stayed. Last night, we heard the beasts creeping closer. My husband left to investigate, and I haven't seen him since. All I have left are the things we made together. Hopefully, they are of more use to someone else.
Arena the Tinker. In the hovel we go, and Wandering Tinker.
These are dark times, my friend. I thought for a moment you were one of those dreadful goat men. Since you're not, would you like to buy something?
Boom. Alrighty. So, yep, she has some stuff you can buy if you want to. She is a random spawn. She could be here, or something else could be happening in this little household, or whatever. So, fun little thing to discover. More plague carriers. They really are a plague, aren't they? They're just freaking everywhere. Goatmen! Bad Moon Clan. Got ourselves another Savage Beast. Stomp him to interrupt his little charge ability, so we can just beat on him. Oh, there was a crit. I forgot, you need to be trying to look for more crits more often. Or how often we're more critting. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter too much. I guess that's probably the quote-unquote biggest complaint about Onslaught Bash, is you can see the little electrical effect from like doing the damage, but unless you're actively built as like a higher crit build, it might not seem very impactful. You might not really notice it much. Like if you were using Bash as your primary thing and you built your character up to have like 90% crit rate, then Onslaught would be like fantastic. Cover that last 10% and just, you know, just throw in a bash an Onslaught Bash every now and again to max out your crit rate. But given that I'm down at like 5% crit rate, 10%, I mean, yeah, it gets me to 15%, but it's still not a lot. It's a very low crit rate, so the qualm with it is like, in comparison to Frostbite, it just does not feel as good. Because you just don't really see the effect as obviously as you do with Frostbite. Frostbite, you're freaking disabling people and just freezing them up and whatnot every few seconds. Whereas Onslaught, it's like, yeah, I mean, this is nice, but without the crit rate, I'm not really seeing a massive improvement. So early on, builds probably would not want to use Onslaught Bash all that much, probably. Would be my thoughts or opinions. It'd probably be kind of a later oriented thing, where you can, not have to, be able to have a higher crit rate, and then you're just using it to get you closer to that max crit rate, if you need it. Goatmen just popping out of little hovels in the dirt. And going back to my gripe about, you know, ambushes from Diablo 4, it's like, there's at least a whole, you know, it's like, you can, like, see them and whatnot. It's like, the whole little hole animation. You can actually, like, see the whole thing and whatnot, so it just feels better than just, like, stuff popping out of nowhere. Level up! Ooh! Mortar! Moon Clan warriors with Mordor. Alrighty. As a melee class person, Mordor is not really that much of a concern, especially out here in the open, where it's like almost impossible for the Mordor to actually hit me once I'm in close range with them. In tighter quarters, it's a little less useful, because sometimes they could get caught on a corner and hit really close still somehow, so... But a small mild advantage of being up close, a melee person when you have stuff like Mordor going on. I'm trying not to get hit by the Savage Beast. Thank you very much. Also, if you hit Savage Beast with a strong enough attack, just like a normal attack that just does enough damage, you can disrupt them from trying to do their charge ability. But that's obviously a little bit more riskier than moving out of the way or just using an ability that you know will disrupt them, like a stun. Look at them all being all icy and cold from my little stomp. Alrighty. Check that dude. Another plague carrying nest. Just chop down the sides. Another wood wraith. Few of them lumbering around. That's Demon Hunter only, and the rest of that stuff is garbage. Okay. Keep chopping our way on through. Got ourselves another plague nest. This is definitely a plague nest heavy iteration of the Fields of Misery. Ambush? Nope. And that's another thing, it's like, not every single one of these trees is a wood wraith. Some of them are just actually trees. Makes for a much better ambush. You're not always sure which one is going to come to life and try to attack you. Or which ones are just actually trees. So... I will probably be commenting about ambushes in future episodes as well, just because... it just feels so much better in Diablo 3 than Diablo 4. And it's a little thing that does... it's like a small little pet peeve. Because it can just make a game feel so much more better, realistic, lifelike, whatever you want to call it, when stuff is just more fitting. Or what have you. So right here, you will see we have this nice, lovely little trap. You can easily see it here, and then you can slightly see the little wire right around here that will trigger it. So, I like to get rid of those in safe ways so I don't get minorly, briefly stunned by them. If you hear loud something in the background, I'm sorry. That is the garbage people coming by to collect stuff. Hopefully the microphone is not picking that up. But if it is, don't worry about it. It's just real life stuff happening around me. Ooh, Nighten Shrine. More XP, let's go. More XP, 25%, let's go. Ooh, 256 critical, nice. 63. Decent amount of critical damage right now. That's cool. No ambush there. Cool. Alrighty. Let's break the bone pile. Nothing. Hello, Goatman Impaler. Ooh, Traveler. Tristram
The
Fields.
Tristram Fields are fair lands, fertile and temperate. Superstitious farmers kept away from them for quite a while after the fall of Old Tristram. But time has persuaded them to abandon these ridiculous notions and take up the hoe and plough once more. Now they supply crops to both New Tristram and Wortham.
I think they're having problems once again. Just saying. So, as a fun, amusing little joke, when me and Dad used to play Diablo 3, Because, yeah, my dad would play Diablo 3 with me. He enjoyed the game while it was before Diablo 4 came out and whatnot. We would play and whatnot. But one of the amusing things is, like, up on the higher difficulties and whatnot, I grew kind of like this amusing little, let's say rivalry, hatred towards the goatmen, especially the ranged ones. So, you know, there could be the opportunity or chance that I might, you know, be like, not the goatmen again! Or, cursed goatmen, I hate you. Just fun little stuff. Alright, the Forsaken Grounds. I cannot talk to you yet because plague carriers are coming in.
I am undone. Demon spawn have taken root in my fields.
You should leave. It is unsafe here.
This land is all my family has. I cannot leave.
Alright. Let me know how the person volume was versus the, you know, fighting I had to do there. Hopefully it's nice and good. Because I adjusted volume to hopefully kind of make it a little easier. Just in case. I just want to make sure, like, you know, people can hear the story more easily if they want to or whatever. Never mind the fact that I'm destroying some of his pumpkins. We're going to pretend that didn't happen. We're going to blame it on the plague carriers. As is, I'm pretty sure this guy's entire, crop of pumpkins is probably, you know, not healthy to try and do anything with anyways. So, but at the very least, we can keep his... We can give him back his land. Probably gonna have to, like, try and redo the entire, crop, though. Because plague carriers and plague nests around, I feel like that's gonna make all the food here bad. A bunch of plague carriers just coming out of the freaking little forest trees, woods here. Sickle Fang, Scourge of the Harvest. An optional mini-boss. Who has ice? We do not like that. Bad. No more ice for me. Alright. And we are good.
My land is saved. Bless you.
Woo! 1,450 gold. Your land is saved. Your crops your crops probably are not. We got Molten. Ooh, Darkling Clan warriors. Interesting. Don't usually see the Darkling Clan out here this early. Jump! Leather! Beep! Well, that was amusing. I just tried pushing the spacebar to try and dodge. You know, from Diablo 4. That's amusing. I've played a little bit of the new season, so that's why my instinct for, like, trying to dodge or like, push the space button. Bad. Brawweir the Mangler. Gotta beat him down. Almost dead. There we go. And he just gave us a bunch of money. Okay.
This cave must be where the sword piece fell.
Yep, blue and shiny, nice little moon cave. We are not going to go into there just yet, though. We're gonna finish exploring the Fields of Misery. Because why not? Got plenty to do. Man. Really is just plague everywhere. Hey, there we go. I did two hits that did enough damage to interrupt the savage beast. Just killing everything, getting the nests down. Damn. Should have came in here with, like, fire just to burn all this plague away. Jeez. There's so much.
The ancients grant me strength.
Level up. Let's go. Yeah, I should have come in here with, like, fire and just set the entire fields ablaze. There's so much plague out here. I think the only cure at this point is just to burn it all. It's the only way to be safe at this point. Alrighty. We got one new piece of equipment we don't care about. Let's see, we did unlock Sprint. I will put that in... let's actually move Leap. Earn Impact over there. And we'll put Sprint right here. So that way I can get little movement speed boosts in between combat when I have Fury. And let's see... okay, different stuff based on weapon I'm wielding. I think I'm using a mighty weapon right now. Yes I am, so that'll be more Fury. There's a nice little sprint speed up. So I'll probably keep Sprint on my speed bar just because, you know, it's just a nice lovely little, you know, 30% movement for a couple seconds. Kind of nice to have.
The beasts that killed him are near. I smell their spoor.
Bum 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 bum. If I remember correctly, I think spore is, poop. I think. If I remember correctly. I could be misremembering, but I think that's what that is. Either way. Chop all this up. Just further showing. Oh yeah, the burrowing leapers, the much more annoying version of the scavenger. Not only do they run around like crazy and jump at you, but they also dig in the ground. And you can't attack them when they're in the ground. It's just frustrating. Especially as somebody who wants to kill and murder and maim everything. It's just like, nope, I'm in the ground, you can't touch me. It's like, get out of the ground already! Let me chop you to pieces! So, bunch of burrowing leapers down here in the scavenger's den. I guess that makes sense. Since they're like an upgraded form of the scavenger. Alrighty, search that dude. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, hello. Quill demons! Ooh, bigger versions of the quill fiends. That's a nice creature you don't see every time you play through. Like a lot of these creatures you can see, you know, no matter, you know, every time you play through. But Quill demons, not really. They're a little bit more on the less common side. Lemonade. Let's go. So yeah, Quill demons, a little less common. Oh my god, the plague is in here too. Set the entire cave on fire! Burn it with the fields. Burn it all with the fields. But yeah, back to the talking about Bashrins. I definitely would prefer Frostbite over Onslaught. Though I do like the electrical effect, you know, I just like lightning. Lightning's kind of fun in my opinion. But by comparison to how they feel, Frostbite Bash definitely feels a lot better than Onslaught Bash. But yeah, as I said earlier, but if you had a higher crit build and were closer to the crit cap, then, you know, that wouldn't probably be as bad of a thing. Then you could just throw in increase your crit chance. Ooh, hello. Mordar Quill Demons. On the inside. Which I called out before as being slightly more problematic. Because sometimes Mordar can get stuck on the little cliffside edges and hit closer than you'd expect. So you gotta be careful about that. And also on a ranged creature that likes to get away from you, it also makes it a little harder for a melee person, because, you know, a ranged creature wants to get away from you, and then they could get away from you and launch off a mortar that could hit you. Oop. So I missed that person. Not that he had anything. And that person... Okay, that was a fairly simple level 1. Love to... What we got? More plague! More of this nasty little plague we gotta chop out of here. We gotta cut it out like a tumor. Or something like that. Ah, lovely. More burrowing leapers, because I didn't get enough of them upstairs. Choppy chop. A bunch of people died down here. I feel like they were probably dragged. Oh, goody. Champion ones. Ooh, because he was underground, he didn't get hit by the debuff. Okay. That's annoyingly unfortunate, but also good to know. Chop him up. That just leaves you, buddy. Bam. Ooh. That looks like a big weapon. Before I grab that shrine, I'm gonna come over here. I feel like this is a... or maybe it's not a dead end. Okay, we're gonna go back. Because I don't know what I'm doing. Alright. Kill some more burrowing leapers. Out of the ground, thank you. Is there another one, or is that it? Okay, that's it. So is this the dead end then? This is the dead end with the stone, of course. Of course you'd put them at opposite... You'd put everything at opposite ends of each other. Why not? C'est la vie. Can't win them all. Mordor carrying back plague carriers. Yay! Yeah, as you can... Ooh, hello! Rockmaw, Devourer of the Deep. Hello, buddy. Ooh, somebody has plague. Oh, and poison. I'm guessing it's the worm. Let's try and get rid of Rockmaw here. Because he is throwing a lot of poison out, and I do not like it. I mean, it's not like... Ooh, somebody has... He must have Vortex, too. Because, yeah. Wrath the Ancient here is just the Mordor dude. So yeah, Rockmaw, a optional little mini-boss we just found down here in the caves. Usually don't encounter little worm enemies like that until Act 2. So he's a really special, interesting encounter down here. So now we just have Wrath the Ancient. Alright, just gonna chop him down to size. Slowly but surely, there we go. Alright, anything in this chest? Yes. Ooh, did we finally get shoulder... Was that our first pair? That's our first pair of shoulder pads. Cute. Ooh, reduce cooldown reduce. Cool. That's not interesting. No, can't use that. I could use that if I wanted to change to two-handed, which is slower, but a lot more damage. Yeah, you know what? Let's have some fun. Let's get the giant freaking weapon. Remember how I commented on how the barbarian was so much taller than a normal person in town? And now he's carrying a weapon that's like his height or taller? That's not scary at all. Not scary at all.
More fury.
Totally fine. Ooh, Val Buckle. Doing better than the Saffron Wrap. Higher stats. We're not using Overpower, so we're just going to go ahead and make that switch. The Orc's Crown still doing good. And our chest piece is still doing fine. Alright, moving it. Jump on over here, and let's exit to the fields of misery. Misery. Alrighty. So that was the Scavenger's Den, level 1 and 2. Ooh, I can one-shot burrowing leapers. Let's go. That's a nice massive damage upgrade. Ooh, chop that goatman to bits. I'm just one-shotting everything now with this freaking massive damage upgrade. Just ka-chop. Ooh, one-shotted the Plague Nest. Yeah, that was a massive damage upgrade. Yeah, it might be slower, but that was a very good weapon upgrade for me right now. Massive damage. Ooh, what do we have here? Oh, this is kind of cool. Neat little hill thing. Savage Beast. Ooh. Ouchie. 2 massive hits. Our first massive hit just took a massive chunk of his life out. The second hit was just like the finishing blow. Saw how much health he had left after that first strike. Ooh, hello. Ooh, you were a rich dude. Choppy chop. Chop. Just wrecking everything now with our freaking giant freaking evil sword of pain and agony. This is yep, this is a mighty weapon as well. Alrighty. Ooh, nope. There's one little spot left to explore over here. And then we can go to the Khazradan. The Gutman Cave. Mwah, ah, ah. Speedy Gonzalez. Had to take a break. Alrighty, into the Khazradan we go. Knock knock. Anybody home? Ooh, dead dude. Okay. Nice try. Alright. Chop, chop, chop! I'm destroying these poor guys.
Kill him!
Yeah, certainly welcome to try. Ooh, looks like that didn't work out so well for you.
We must hurry with the ritual. Magda will be here soon. It is turning.
Is it now? It would be a shame if I, you know, did this. Oh, my bad. Did I interrupt your ritual? My bad. Half his health gone. Oh.
With the stranger's light.
Who are you to take what is mine?
I take the sword to its owner.
Ouchie.
Regardless, I have claimed it. I am Magda, and I lead this coven. The shard is mine.
I don't see your hands on it.
Hell with you, witch.
So I don't think you've claimed it
Very
technically.
well. Let the games begin.
Because I don't see your hand touching it. Hell, you're not even here. Choppy chop chop. Rip. Tear.
Well fought. But you will never possess the next piece. It has fallen where only the ancients may tread.
Okay. Only the ancients, you say, huh? We'll see about that. Alright. Grab the sword. Bam. Take it back to Cain. Do-do-do. La-di-da-di-da. Ooh. That poor guy had a lot of money on him. 350. Nice. Alright, we're gonna port on out of here using our lovely little stone. We're back in the Fields of Misery.
I need to go back.
And then we're gonna head back to town. Because that's where we need to go. Alright. New items. What do we get? Nothing really interesting. Okay. Well, in that case, I'm just gonna come here and just break it all. And the belt. Okay. Deckard
A
Gain.
witch named Magda and her followers also seek the sword. I had to wrest the first piece from their grasp.
Uncle Deckard, you sound like those dark cultists you told me about.
Very good, Leah. You have been paying attention. Stranger, does any of this jar your memory?
I have no memory of this coven, but I sense a far darker shadow guiding its hand.
Volcathos smiles on me.
Sweet, level up. Got a harness. Not really worth our attention. We're not using frenzy or weapon throw. And that's about all that concerns us right now. Origins of the Coven.
Magda's coven is a remnant of an ancient religion called the Triune that worshipped the primevals as gods.
The primevals are long dead. Who does the coven worship now?
The last two evils, Asmodan and Belial, remain. And if either of them are behind this coven, then our troubles are only beginning.
Bum, bum, bum. The sword.
This fragment is ancient and powerful.
Indeed, it feels familiar to me, though the rest is still unclear.
This is the weapon of a true champion.
If that is what I am, then my strength has gone with my memory.
May both of them return to you in time.
Bum, 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 bum.
Magda knows where the next piece is, but her words are cryptic. She said it fell where only the ancients may tread.
That makes me think of the drowned temple near the festering woods. I remember you telling me about it, Uncle.
Exactly, Leia. The temple was home to the Nephilim. Leia, your knowledge could be invaluable. You must go and help our friend retrieve the sword piece.
The Nephilim were ancient humans with fantastic powers. Legend holds that they waged a terrible battle near the temple, and that their ghosts still war with one another.
Bum, bum, bum. Alright.
You know it's not polite to go through other people's things, don't you?
No, I do not. Not a clue. Completely foreign concept to me.
The dead squared away and Kane back in town. I hope things won't be so bad around here.
I've dug up some new things for you to take a look at.
What was once one shall become four, though the three shall become one. Never again will the four be whole.
Interesting. I think I already...
I spoke with that strange man next to Deckard Cain.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we already talked to him about that. Old stories.
My grandfather used to tell me stories of ancient heroes who performed impossible feats. You remind me of those heroes. Of course, he also told me I looked like a quill fiend. He was a strange man.
That's, interesting insult? Alright. Sins.
So, what were your crimes before you joined the Order?
I cannot tell you.
Your Order's Inquisitors didn't cut out your tongue, did they? Out with it!
You misunderstand me. We are literally unable to recall our pasts. The Inquisitors stripped my sins and the memory of them from me, leaving me pure.
An interesting concept. Though I feel like if you don't know what your sins are, you can't really properly atone for them. But maybe that's just my weird way of thinking.
Did you know that Leah has traveled a better part of...
Okay, I think we already heard that conversation bit.
I've decided to write an epic poem on the death of the skeleton.
Okay, yeah, we already heard that.
This is my room. Do you like it?
It's pretty.
What? You're not really thinking of reading my journal, are you?
What? No, I'd never do that.
Uncle Deckard believes the key to unlocking the stranger's memory is reassembling his sword. I wish I could say this was another of Uncle's crazy theories, but I can't deny that these ominous events are starting to really scare me.
Totally didn't just read her journal. Totally didn't. Nope. No proof.
I have some new items that I like you. You know the true quality of my wares, unlike some people.
Bum bum bum.
Did you see that stranger next to old Kane?
Yeah, that's the West March thing. Miriam! The Drowned Temple.
The foul witch waits for you to unseal the temple of the ancients, that she may strike. Her master would sacrifice anything to control the destiny of the stranger. I would tell you to be careful, but you wouldn't listen, would you?
No, I can be careful and still rush in and kick butt.
The attacks may be slowing down, but this town is done, and you know it.
Covetous. The world.
Such a strange place this world is. You never know what you might find over the next rise, or what the next day might bring. A man who fell from the sky, a king who cannot die. I can tell I will have no dull days traveling with you.
Oh yeah. Not a dull second while I'm around. Everything happens while I'm around. Alright. Let's see. Talk to everybody. Except Leia, who has nothing new to say. Alrighty. Oh, let's head on out there. Don't know why I'm actually going to the waypoint when I have a portal right here, which is probably closer than... actually, they're probably arguably about the same distance. Whatevs. We're running! Ooh, look at the little glowy circle from our, representing our armor boost when we jump. It's a nice, lovely armor bonus when we leap. Alright. Oop. Almost missed the soul in the sack. Scoundrel's Journal.
After much searching, I have found a promising lead. A family near New Tristram has obtained a valuable relic, and poor fools that they are, they haven't the slightest idea what to do with it. I have some idea of what to do with their daughter, though. And through her, I'll get my prize.
Dun dun dun.
You there! Please help! They're going to kill my friend! Thieves are going to kill my friend if we don't do something. Help me break these bonds and see for yourself!
What do they want with your friend?
She's just a farmer's daughter, Sasha, but she has a relic that the thieves are after.
Losing my patience, wench.
My sweet love will save me.
Yeah, so funny comment. I feel like the introduction... I feel like the introduction to the scoundrel Lyndon is more accepting
We'll have our hearts if we don't find this thing.
than with Cormac the Templar, where he's just like, help me find my armor and you'll know soon enough. And then Lyndon the scoundrel's just like, help, my hands are tied up, they're after my...
Thought he could leave us behind in Kingsport.
They're after my friend, help. A lot more, convincing and less, incriminating?
Keep digging. Find that damn relic.
Anyways.
Release the girl. The relic belongs to her.
You actually believe what this scoundrel tells you? Fine, you fools. We'll kill the both of you.
Bad idea when I have a sword about as big as you are. Or bigger. Very bad idea.
You won't get away from us this time.
And here's Nigel. The mini-boss. Not an optional one, because he's always here. Nigel Cutthroat, the skilled assassin. Bam! And he goes.
This isn't over. The rest of the Thieves Guild will find you.
Bum bum bum. Fairly well, Nigel.
Here's the relic, my love. I hid it like you asked. Father's grown suspicious of us, but that won't matter once we're married. It won't be long, right?
Of course, my dear. Soon we will settle down to a quiet life of tilling the fields and raising children. But first, I have to sell this relic. Alas, I must travel away with my friend here to do so.
You wish to join me?
Yes, yes! You look like you know a lot about markets. Now, lead the way! Wait, the relic is a fake! Gods, I should have known! You seem like you could use a helping hand, and I sure as hell don't want to stay around here.
That poor, poor delusional little girl. Alrighty. And
Ah, there you are.
that is one thing I will critique. That part doesn't make sense since he's literally following us up here. If he had like ran ahead up to here, then that would have made perfect sense. But, you know, Whatever, I'm just being picky, weird, whatever.
What of your betrothed?
Betrothed? Do I look like the marrying kind to you? By the way, my name is Lyndon.
Nice to meet you, Lyndon. You have fun staying at town. Which we are actually going to return to town. Do I want to change helmets? No, I'll keep the one I have. I'll keep Lyric around a little bit longer. Whew. Let's talk to Lyndon. Lyndon's origins.
Where are you from?
Kingsport, the city by the sea, home to the great merchant fleets and endless nets of reeking fish.
And your trade?
I am between jobs at the moment.
You did dishonorable work there, didn't you?
Nonsense. I am the most honest thief you will ever meet. Wanted, one relic, scarlet, roughly the size of a man's fist. It was stolen 2 months past during a deplorable theft from the Merchants Guild Bank. Those apprehended were not in possession of the item. The relic is greatly missed by its rightful owner, who offers a reward for its safe return.
Lyndon's such a fun little character. Most honest thief you'll ever meet. Love that part. Alright, well, I think this is probably long enough. We got to a new waypoint, the Drowned Temple. We're about ready to go get a second piece. So with that, if you liked the video, please hit the like button. If you want to see more, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell if you want to know when an episode goes up. And with that, I bid thee farewell. Have a nice day. Bye.